We got more clips from OTAs, and we're going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to get a good look at Roman Wilson. I got a few clips from OTAs this week. We're going to watch them work through some drills. But before we do all that, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're going hard in the paint looking at these rookies from rookie camp, OTA, soon mini camp, and training camp. Also your vets. Anybody that we can find, we're showing it right here on the channel from these practices and camps. Click that button. Stop missing out on your favorite players. Here's Roman Wilson. 33 seconds, but it's out there. This is what we're seeing of Roman Wilson from OTAs. Boom. Over-the-shoulder catch. Looking good. Getting low through the PVC pipes. Showing the feet. Blocking drill. Watch him chop it. Chop, 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 chop. Go. Looking solid there. Here's another one. Showing a little bit of that pop off the step. They're not getting the top end, though. Very quick. Very quick player. Very sudden. You can see the suddenness right there in the drill. Same thing, I bet, but different angle. Zoomed out bit. So, looking at him, the Steelers got themselves a dog on the cheat in this year's draft. And some people are worried about the draft capital. Draft capital is an odds predictor, but the thing is, you have 20 or so wide receivers who grade out as a round 2 prospect or better in this class. And some of them are just going to fall a little bit farther than others due to the economics. You had a cornerback run in the second round. The offensive line position was deep this year. Offensive tackle, guard, interior, outerior, all of it was deep, causing these wide receivers to get pushed down a bit. They knew they could wait on wide receiver a bit too and catch some value while they plucked cornerbacks, offensive linemen. I'm talking all teams, not just the Steelers here. I'm talking the market of the draft. That caused some of these wide receivers to get pushed down a bit. The Steelers were smart. They knew someone was going to come to them. It was Roman Wilson. And you know what I said during January, February, March, especially after the Senior Bowl? Roman Wilson looked like a Steeler. And he does look like a Steeler. Very dependable, lunch pail, wide receiver. Runs all the routes. Creates separation. Very nuanced. Tough-minded. You got the speed. Him on the opposite side of George Pickens is like the perfect pair. You got some quarterbacks now. Russell Wilson could lock on to him. Solid wide receiver prospect here. Breaks off routes with no other. Sudden player. Sudden player. Quick. Limited drifting in the routes. Everything looking good. And he helped get J.J. McCarthy drafted that high. He was a part of that. Those two linked up together. This is a good wide receiver prospect that the Steelers stole in the draft. They keep stealing wide receivers. They catch them at discount. They know how to do it. They know what they like. They like assertive wide receivers. Them and the Niners. They like their wide receivers who are assertive. And what I mean about that, who are very assertive getting in and out of their breaks, assertive at the catch point. George Pickens is the definition of assertive. We all know that. He shoves cornerbacks to hell every other play, especially when blocking. But remember Diontae Johnson, since he's quick to your mind since he just left Pittsburgh. Very assertive breaking off routes. Very aggressive at that. Very quick, fast. Roman Wilson, similar in that aspect. Very quick, fast, getting out of routes. Strong hands, assertive, comes to the ball, my ball mentality. All that stuff's in there. Very hard worker. You just hear the legends of him as a workout warrior back at Michigan. You'll just hear that. You heard that a lot throughout the Senior Bowl, how people were talking him up. That's what the Steelers are getting. Roman Wilson has some upside, and he's going to be a good player for the Steelers. Fantasy football, he's a money ball player right now. He's going cheap in rookie drafts, mid-second round pick or so. And really, you're poisoned at the wide receiver position at that range. And really depends on what's going on at the running back position. I like Jalen Wright a lot, so I'm not going to let him fall too far in drafts. That being said, once that ick is definitely there at the running back position, Roman Wilson is a good pick for sure. But I'm also seeing him go in the third round of some rookie drafts, which is okay. I would love that discount. I'll take that discount all day long. I think the third round draft slot isn't a deal breaker for me. I don't really care that much because I understand the economics of this year's draft. You can't compare drafts with each other, considering some drafts just have 9 to 10 wide receivers who grade out as round 2 prospects or better, when this year's class have like 20. And then you can pick the wide receivers who has that grade that fits your team the best. That's what teams do. They want players that they can just gel with instantly because they do not develop players. They want players that can step into their system and just go instead of having to work or evolve their offense around a player that might be even better than what they drafted. That's the true story there. Roman Wilson fell. He's a discount to the Steelers. They knew they were going to get a discount wide receiver. That allows them to build their team up at other positions. That helps them out because they're smart at the wide receiver position. George Pickens fell to them. Diontae Johnson fell to them. They pick up wide receivers on the cheap. They make it happen. They're smart at the wide receiver spot. They know what they like. They know what they need. They know what can help them build their team. Roman Wilson looks like that guy. For redraft, if you're thinking about him in fantasy, he's a dart throw, a guy that you're looking at the waiver wire somewhere in the middle of the season probably. Somewhere in the middle of the season, you're probably going to look at him off waivers, but you're not really looking to draft him right now. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.